Hi everyone. I really want to speak on the Metazoo topic again, since the constant harassment since my first video made me really feel I need to make a follow-up, and especially since it's a little more well known and out there in the world, this whole Metazoo thing. So my position stands, and if anything, it's stronger than it was when I made that first video, of course, because the experiences have been very bizarre, and I'm somebody who hasn't purchased any product. So I made that video, and I, of course, immediately received tons of backlash. Understand, but I've never voiced an opinion on something, in a negative way and received that type of insults and it's hard to explain. It's like, I don't know, harassment maybe would be the term. I'm not sure, but whatever, it happens. I understand why people are mad because I'm saying those things, because come to find out, cryptids is something that people believe in, sort of like a religion. Like, they genuinely believe these things, and in a way I'm insulting something that's religious to them, in a way, I guess. So that I didn't understand until I found out about Metazoo. I didn't know it's something that people really truly believe in. I wouldn't think that would be a thing, but that's okay if that's what you believe in. I'm not here to judge or insult or do anything like that. Then the other thing is, here we have people that maybe have sunk thousands of dollars into it, and the product area and how well known it is, it's just such a small segment of the trading card market right now. And my concern was, don't invest in this product if you don't have money to blow, thinking that this is going to pay off. That was my intention for making the video. I think it's a very high risk, volatile investment in the trading card segment. The way that Mike Waddell is handling things makes me feel that way even more so. So yeah, the other thing is, people, I'm offending their judgment that they feel they should invest that money into that. I'm insulting their judgment. I guess that's probably why people are very concerned, because I could say, oh, you bought all this Pokemon cards, that's a terrible investment. Well, it's not. Just factually, it's not. I mean, I'm somebody who probably has conservatively $50,000 in cardboard trading cards, not just Pokemon. So this is where I'm coming from, because you as viewers might have, let's say, $1,000 of disposable income right now, and you're looking to make an investment, and I wouldn't recommend that for the long term at all. For me, my opinion, the best thing that could happen to Metazoo would be if Mike Waddell were to sell it to a very experienced trading card company, like, for example, something like Wizards of the Coast. If they were to purchase Metazoo, then that's the best case scenario for everyone involved, because they can handle backlash and negative press, because it doesn't matter. It's Wizards of the Coast. Like, this whole thing is so weird to me. It's not going to stop being weird. I didn't really want to mention it again, Metazoo again at all, but the continued harassment has made me want to clarify that. The only reason I was saying anything negative is because I wouldn't invest my money into it, and I didn't think my viewers should either. If you choose to, more power to you. I hope it works out well. I don't have a personal vendetta to Mike Waddell, and I had sent him an apology and said, if you'd like me to take my video down, I would be happy to do that. So he never responded to me or any of the many questions I had after initially finding out about Metazoo. He just silenced me and banned me from anything in his control. Hence why I made the Metazoo Stories subreddit, so people can speak or, anything that he can't just take down. This is not a communist regime. This is America. You cannot control all opinions on your product. This is bottom line, Mike. I don't know. I don't think that I was saying anything too egregious for somebody who just learned about it, and it seems odd. It seems odder knowing that you're silencing anybody who has an opinion on it that isn't excellent. That's where it gets me. So the Metazoo Story subreddit has very little traction so far. I believe it has something like 22. Hold on, let's see if I can. I don't know how to make a new tab. I'll go back. Metazoo game subreddit, so I can't post in there, but there's 844 members in my Metazoo stories subreddit. Yes. Well, I pulled up the post, so I might as well show you guys that. But anyways, there have been some people that have spoken out and said if you post in Metazoo stories, you are banned from the official subreddit Metazoo games. What? You're just not letting people speak, and I just think that's not a good way to handle things. Eventually, it's going to happen to the wrong person, somebody with a much larger audience than me. It's going to go a little sideways, and eventually something's going to just blow this up, and it's going to be irreversible, the damage that's been done. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew what to tell you guys, because I wouldn't put my money into it. If you do, I wish you all the best. So let's get over to what happened on Reddit with me and Mike Waddell. I keep feeling like I'm saying like Mike Lindell, my pillow guy. I'm not trying to bring politics into this. If I accidentally say that, no, I mean Mike Waddell, not Mike Lindell. He has nothing to do with Metazoo right now. So before I go into any more opinions on this, so you guys can see, this is my computer. There's no funny stuff. This is my genuine Reddit account. I don't care if you go in there and harass or brigade me. I don't care. So this is the Metazoo game subreddit. Like I said, 844 members. Somebody posted my video here the day that I had put it out on YouTube. So you could see it was removed. Mike Waddell was immediately angered by that. So my first comment was, where is it here? Okay, hi, that's me, because somebody else had noticed it on here and mentioned it to me. So I'm trying to, and you guys can definitely go in and see all of this by clicking on me and seeing my comments. So I did not know that I was going to get banned by commenting in here. I did not know that at this point. So here, this is Mike Waddell's first comment here. Don't abuse this person. Cashing in inflating prices, which, you know, there's several people suggesting that. I'm going to get to that in a bit. Everything I do in the community on a daily basis, including giving out product for free, as well as sending free product to local game stores that have had difficulty in the past year. Hasn't done any research. Clearly, I stayed ahead and I only learned about the game an hour before making the video. But they also haven't done any research into the community. It's a real shame that these are the kinds of people who have an audience and do their audience a disservice by misinforming them. And to which, not grow into a toxic community like others have. So it's the most toxic community I've ever been to, but I'll touch on that again. I don't think people should invest wild money into it right now because I can't see this. This is when he got furious with me. And as you can see, I said, you know, positive things, open to conversation. Maybe my opinion's wrong. You know, like I wasn't. So there he is again. So yeah, there it all is. But I love how he says, you know, it's a real shame that I have an audience, doing them a disservice. Yeah, so as you can see, he's basically saying it's discussing that people like me have a voice. You know, that's generally what he's saying. So, you know, this continued on for a few hours. I'm trying to figure out if other people have had this type of backlash, and I did find that while looking into it a little more over the next few hours. And I can't remember if it was later that day or the next day that I reached out to Mike Waddell and sent an apology. I should be able to pull up that message. And I said, you know, I apologize. I'll pull the video down if you want to, you know, talk to me and clear the air, because I felt very insulted off of that comment. But, you know, whatever. I mean, just, you know, words go back and forth, whatever. I'm not going to, like, hold it against somebody if I said something that's, you know, he's heavily invested in. Because from his perspective, it's probably terrifying that somebody's out there saying something like that. So I get that. Let's see if I can pull up the message that I had sent to him. Okay, so again, forgive me for generally summarizing. I haven't seen this message in 3 months. So 3 months ago, I think it said about 109 days ago, this happened. And then I sent this message. Can't see exactly what time, but and I had stated I know nothing about the community and only learned about the game this afternoon. I was just stating my initial impressions, yet instead of having a conversation, you choose to ban me. I am sorry if that offended you. I was interested in learning about the game and trying to figure out what happened to cause an insanely inflated demand to this game. The community is rather small, so I was just throwing wild speculation out there. To insult me and say it's unfortunate that I have an audience is a bit out of line. Clearly, I was a bit offended by that comment. I was trying to have a conversation. It was open to inputs from both sides, pros and cons. When you have very little Kickstarter support, I can't understand why people are bidding up these cards and paying thousands for the booster boxes. Now you could simply say, no, of course that isn't the case. I'm not doing that, and answer my other couple of questions and we can have a conversation. And I can recant my statements. By that, I meant take down the video and not say anything publicly on it in any way. So I did that's what I meant by that, you know, taking down the video. I would have recanted all of my statements and deleted any traces of that if he wanted to apologize and clear the air, which would be wrong on my part, really, because, you know, I did want to warn people. But if you were to have a conversation and clear the air, I would have been willing to do that. Very sorry if I offended you personally. I wasn't trying to offend anyone, and there was no response to that at all. So I think I can try and hit expand, but I don't think, yeah, anything happens there. So as you can see, I did extend a hand to Mike Waddell that same day, and I said, you know, maybe I am wrong and maybe we can have a conversation about this, but he chose to not respond. That's his choice. If he doesn't want to engage with me or anybody, like I said, his choice. I did reach out after he banned me and, you know, apologize that I offended him, because I did not plan on offending him directly. That wasn't my intent. Like I said, I was just to warn people from an investment standpoint. If he wanted to clarify some things and make me feel more comfortable about the situation, he had the opportunity to do that, but he chose not to. So with that said, I let it go and watched the comments explode on the video and messages sent directly to me, which, you know, I would love to go over some of that as well and explain my opinions on the Metazoo community. So I think we'll go into that now. And again, here's where my concern is. I believe this subreddit had something like 400 or 700 members when I had first stumbled upon Metazoo. There's very little actual action on here, and I think that's because, you know, it's deleted. A lot of stuff gets deleted, like posts and comments, I'm sure. Or there's just very little actual engagement. The websites that, you know, Mike Waddell is in charge of, I mean, I can't, you know, really see the Instagram, even though we've had no interactions. He banned me from the Instagram, like blocked me. So I don't know how that's doing, but that was the most prominent page there. So if we go to, let's see. Oh, of course that's going to happen. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go to Metazoo Stories, which, like I said, I launched that so people can speak. Okay, 22 members, but you know, the amount of people online continues to fluctuate. You know, there's some stuff that's pretty obvious. Somebody posted this, and again, I'm not putting anybody on blast. If they don't want to be publicly noticed for posting in here, no problem. I would never blow you guys up. But if you post in Metazoo Stories or Metazoo TCG, which I guess is somebody else who made that, they will ban you from posting on Metazoo games. So if you so much as post in something that you think is the official subreddit or okay to post in, you're just going to get banned and can't post in the official subreddit. Here's another one. So somebody didn't want to be spoken about, given the negative vibes. But yeah, the store owner said everything was fine except their booster boxes. 90% sure they shipped their booster boxes caseless. There's pictures out there somewhere. I haven't seen those yet. The store owner received most booster boxes loose and damaged. Owner asked around, and it happened to another store. I like the art, but I'm hearing negative stuff about them. So I'm not the only person saying negative things. that was the person who deleted that. But there's just, if you really hunt for it, you're going to see a lot of negative things. It's not just me and my off-putting opinion. But do you think it's possible for there to be legitimate criticisms of the game and group and still want to be supported? Doesn't seem like there's too much room for anything less than total adoration of the product. Now, I didn't see this post. Somebody else posted it. Just read it. No, we won't tolerate aggression or accusations or any sort of inappropriate behavior. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Can I go to the next one? I don't know. I don't know how to use this. Might be able to pull this. So just so you guys can see this, I mean, you can scroll the Metazoo Stories subreddit and see a lot of this. Feel free to pause it if you want to read this. Not that I have much to speak about. So Metazoo TCG is another one that Mike Waddell doesn't want out there. Oh, it looks like it only has 9 members here. So I wonder if they just made this as well. Somebody's just like, LOL. Yeah, so the ban hammer is strong. People ban for freedom of speech in this neck of the woods. Yeah, so other people are just expressing the lack of ability to have freedom of speech, which is just bizarre and not a good way to handle things. So, you know, oh, is that comments? Yeah, I don't know. Metazoo Stories. But yeah, so feel free to join in here and state your opinion, your experience, why you think investing or not investing is a good idea. I just want people to be able to talk positive or negative about this game. Oh, here's one that I thought was interesting. So Mike Waddell is not afraid of posting in other subreddits like homemade TCGs. Oh, this one I thought was interesting. So this is actually why I believe he blocked me on Instagram. So you go to Instagram, go to Autism Instruct. I'm not saying anything bad about King Pokemon or Autism Instruct at all. I think that they're nice people. So Michael at Metazoo is hands down one of the most toxic. Yeah, so that's its own thing. And then I, you know, stated my experience, and then he blocked me. You know, whatever. You want to block me, feel free. It's not the end of the world. I'm still going to be saying what I need to say. Having a conversation with me would have been a little bit better for you, but at the end of the day, he is allowed to handle things the way he wants to handle them. I feel it's not a good way to handle them. Running away from things is not the best idea, but that's me. I don't own this TCG, and I will not purchase any either. So let me know in the comments what you think of Metazoo. I do want to say another thing that is, I'm just noticing it. I'm noticing it hard, is that Mike Waddell is buying his way into the publicity that he wants. So he's, even YouTubers with 10,000 views, he is trying so hard to send them free product, to get them to say positive things. He's really engaging with them. I'm not going to, you know, drop any small names right now. I'm sure they wouldn't want to be called out in any way. I wouldn't say anything positive or negative about them. He's trying to buy his way into the collectible card community in general. So, you know, you have people like King Pokemon who very well may genuinely like Metazoo, no problem. There's people like Rudy from Alpha Investments who has sent a bunch of stuff to speak highly about it, inflate the value. So Steve Aoki, he's going to be another one where he's bought into the Metazoo thing. And, you know, I'm sure the strategy is going to play out fairly decently by buying your way into the community. It's just what happens after that. You know, we're getting close to a post-pandemic world, possibly. Maybe, maybe not. Trading cards are going to go down. They're going to go up. I think next summer is going to be wildly different from the market. I think we're going to hit a serious low in the trading card market. I would bet money on it. Pokemon, everything. But this summer's been a little wishy-washy, okay? So we're seeing highs, we're seeing lows, we're seeing news that's making things go up a little bit, then go down. What should you invest in? Anything that doesn't break the bank. If it puts you in a tough position, don't invest in it. That's really the best investment advice I can give you guys. Just genuinely don't spend money you don't have on things you don't actually enjoy. I wouldn't buy Metazoo unless you actually enjoy it. If you're going to invest in it, don't spend money you don't have to just blanketly invest in it, especially if you're not genuinely into the game. So, like I said, best thing that can happen is a sale of Metazoo to better handle the public. That's what I'd like to see for everybody, but I don't know. It's gonna go good or it's gonna go sour fast. Very fast. Another thing I'd like to mention, call me crazy, but hold on. I'm totally getting some like Neopets vibes off of a lot of these cards. Like, are you guys noticing that too? Just with like worse visibility on the text for a lot of these. Am I crazy for like noticing that comparison? Like, you guys feeling me there? I don't know if that's just me. And I just mean, let's take like a totally different card here. I just mean like general card structure, I feel has a little bit of similarity. You guys think so? I don't know. And then I obviously don't think it's like a Pokemon card. Like the structure, you know, there's only so many ways to do it. Even taking, you know, a vintage card, I'm just not really feeling the comparison to Pokemon at all, really. But in all honesty, there's only so many ways to skin a cat. Am I right? I mean, cards are going to look similar to others just because there's only so many ways you could structure a card. I mean, they're going to have art, they're going to have text, they're going to be rectangular. I'm not trying to reach here. I just felt that, you know, oh, we can even take a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and that text box looks a little more similar versus Metazoo. Like, I feel like we're a little closer based on the size of the picture, but yeah, still I'm feeling it's a good amount of a difference there compared to Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like it's closer to Neopets. Okay, one more. I can't forget magic cards. No, that's definitely still a stretch. Those are vintage magic cards right there. Vintage ones, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. Modern ones, even less so. Yeah. But anyways, on to a more serious topic. I was having this conversation with somebody last night when I was live. You don't know what's going to have value until it does. We were talking about Dragon Ball Super cards. You know, I opened my, you know, first pack last night, and, you know, some of these are just like really nice, high quality. They said, yeah, it's a shame that they don't have much value. And I said, you don't know if it's going to have value. It doesn't have value yet. If we had known over 20 years ago that Pokemon TCG was going to have the kind of value it has, you know, with sealed packs, everything, I think we would have held on to that and treated it a little bit better. If we had known we could have made tens of thousands of dollars by, you know, just keeping some Pokemon cards sealed, we would have all done it. And that's why it has value. Because we didn't know it did back then, and now it's hard to find. It is scarce. It is in pristine condition. That's rare. Even though Pokemon TCG initially was printed quite a bit. You know, I don't know if we know the exact numbers, but with Metazoo, people are just deciding it's worth it because it is. And the people that are very strongly for, oh, it's cryptids, those have been around forever. I just find it hard to believe that this is going to be successful in the long term unless something drastic happens. Like I said, a buyout, or he continues to buy more and more celebrities, and there's no negative publicity that really gets to take off with somebody with a large audience. I think that what's to make this popular other than collectors saying that this is valuable, you want this? Where's the real backing? Oh, the Kickstarter, supply and demand. If I hear supply and demand one more time, I'll eat my fucking shoe. Where's the demand? The lack of social media interactions, like I said, which could just be deleted. But there's just a lack of genuine interest in the actual trading card game. And then the actual cards, people saying, this is big, this is going to be big. Well, if it was going to be big, I feel like the actual Kickstarter people, like, there would have been more of them. There would have been more interest then. He's just buying his way to the top. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But this is my conclusion, and I plan on doing more follow-up videos as I try to get the word out about a forum where people can speak freely about Metazoo without Mike Waddell taking it down. I hope to, get more stories and do more research into this. I've been very busy the past few weeks. I had surgery 3 weeks ago. It's just been, a crazy time for me when I wanted to do this video a bit more properly, but I feel I just need to say something now, and then I could say more in the future. But, this really needed to be said. And, people saying, I'm just making stuff up. It's called opinions, okay? I'm allowed to have one just like you're allowed to have one. And, I'd love to showcase some of the harassment in the comments. I mean, it's unreal the things that people have said, but I think I'd rather save that for its own video, showcasing how the Metazoo community actually is. Like, that should be its own video, because the community is beyond toxic. It's the worst I've ever dealt with. I've never seen anything like that. It's mind-blowing to me that people can say those things through a keyboard. I would not believe the things that people have the balls to type and say to a person who has a face, who's there making videos. And you think I'm not going to showcase that? It's a little ballsy. I wouldn't talk to anybody like that through a keyboard or not. I would never say those types of things to somebody. It's strange that you guys feel so empowered to say such horrific things to someone. At the end of the day, I don't lose sleep over it. You guys want to, act like a bunch of kids and say stuff like that to an adult, whatever. But who else are you talking to like that, man? There's going to be somebody out there who doesn't want to hear those types of things, who's going to be a little bit more offended than I am, because I have a thick enough skin where everything rolls off my shoulders pretty much. But I can imagine some of these insults being said to the wrong person, and they're not going to take it as well. So good luck, guys. Good luck on the whole thing, my friends. Good luck. I'm not dipping my hand in the water with buying any of this product. I literally refuse to support the business at this point. If you want to, feel free. Let me know in the comments what you think. I look forward to doing a follow-up video with showcasing all of the insults. Don't try and delete them now. I've screenshot them all. Good luck. Bye for now and take care.